So for the past week, the mainstream media has been very focused on the tweets of Nicki Minaj and how her tweets are not in line with what they want her to say. And she also expressed some concerns regarding the vaccine, which, no surprise, has been highly upsetting to mainstream media in particular. Also suggested that Nicki Minaj, because of her massive following, she has a disproportionate amount of influence over people. But now we gotta talk about this interesting story about protests occurring at the CDC because of Nicki Minaj tweets. And as always, I'm not making any medical claims in this video. Consult with your physician, not me. I'm not a medical expert, and neither is Nicki Minaj, as we already know. It is my position that Nicki Minaj does not have the influence over people's decision making as much as the mainstream media is trying to suggest. Yes, she has a very massive social media following. Yes, very massive. But what is Nicki Minaj known for? Definitely not known for her wisdom. Definitely not known for her medical expertise. So why is mainstream media trying to really push that narrative that because Nicki Minaj said it, people are gonna start believing it? Not necessarily. What she says really only carries weight with people who are diehard fans of her, for the most part. That's my position on it. What she's saying is not something that the average person is going to be heavily influenced by, no. But let's go ahead and take a deeper look at this news story, which is suggesting that Nicki Minaj's tweets in and of itself has led to protests at the CDC. Let's take a look at this story.
Nicki Minaj said, I'm not born. Nicki Minaj said, I'm not born.
That protest happening today in front of the CDC, the group speaking out against Dr. Anthony Fauci and the COVID-19 vaccine, all because of rapper Nicki Minaj. This all comes from some tweets that she posted on Twitter, one of them on your screen now.
In it, she claims you had to be vaccinated to attend the Met Gala on Sunday, but she won't get the shot until she's done enough research. CBS 46's Tori Cooper explains how the CDC is responding to the artist.
Right now, I'm standing right between security guards and protesters crossing the street right now who say they felt called to come out here following Nicki Minaj's tweets on Twitter. They say that she has allowed them to feel that they can question the effectiveness about the vaccine, and she's not sharing misinformation. However, experts I spoke to say they beg to differ. Go ahead, what brings you here?
We are here because CDC has been lying to us for so long.
Nicki Minaj fans in Atlanta say they trust her medical advice about the COVID-19 vaccine.
Nicki, the queen of rap, stood up. Nicki, multiple platinum plaques, stood up and said, I'm questioning this vaccine, and we should all question this vaccine.
Fans even showed up to the Center for Disease Control headquarters on Wednesday in Druid Hills to show support for the platinum rapper's latest tweets.
This one is for the boys with the booming system, top down AC.
She claimed her cousin's friend in Trinidad had a bad reaction to the vaccine, and his private part even swelled up. So CBS 46 went to fact check those claims first in that country.
And unfortunately, we wasted so much time yesterday running down this false claim.
Then we went straight to the CDC itself.
We know that COVID vaccines are safe and effective, and they don't affect men or women's fertility.
The rapper's tweets come while vaccination rates in Georgia remain under 50%.
Fauci lied to me. Fauci lied to me. Nicki told the truth to me.
The CDC didn't mince words, saying follow your doctor's advice, and with a reach of more than 22 million followers, celebrities like Nicki have a responsibility to the public.
Throughout this pandemic, we have urged platforms small and big to take care in what they are conveying around COVID-19 vaccines, because we know that information can be impactful on people's behavior.
But the rapper also tweeted she will, quote, sure be getting vaccinated because she has to go on tour, end quote. Did you see this tweet or not?
I've seen all of Nicki's tweets.
We are advocating that people take advice from trusted healthcare professionals. And so if somebody doesn't have that background, no, we don't recommend listening to them.
Protesters that have been out here are saying they want the files from the CDC. They're holding signs that say Black Hammer stands with Nicki Minaj. It's clear where they stand tonight. We'll continue to follow any new developments outside here at the CDC. Reporting in Decatur, I'm Tori Cooper, CBS 46 News.
And mainstream media's visceral response to Nicki Minaj's tweets actually gives her a bit more credibility because of how aggressive the response has been. Are we not allowed to question anymore? Are we not allowed to express doubt about things that we're unsure about? And see, notice that this is another agenda that is also occurring. They want you to not question things. They want you to simply comply, not give a reply. They want compliance. They want compliance without critical thought. They don't want you to question things, which should be very concerning for society at large. Should be very concerning for you that the mainstream media does not want you to question things. They want you to simply shut up and comply. And notice how left-leaning media, Joy Reid, Don Lemon, have no problem trying to minimize someone's freedom of speech. Because when it comes to constitutional rights, the left has no problem with trampling all over them if you are utilizing them in ways that they did not pre-approve of. They have a problem with that. They have a problem with you truly expressing freedom of thought. And when you express freedom of thought, that also gives you the right to express ideas that other people think are stupid, that other people think are inaccurate. That also gives you that right as well. And yes, there is an overabundance of celebrity worship that we have going on here, especially in more westernized cultures such as America. That is an issue, but it is my position that what we are seeing as far as the so-called protests that are going on at the CDC and people who are in support of Nicki Minaj's positions, what we are seeing, in my belief, is for the most part confirmation bias. People who already had similar beliefs as Nicki Minaj, or who were similarly skeptical of the vaccine, simply using this Nicki Minaj situation as adding further credibility to their own position. So it's simply confirmation bias that's occurring. I don't think that there is a significant amount of people who are being swayed simply just by Nicki Minaj's tweets. I don't think her tweets have that much impact over people. People do have minds, people do have brains of their own, and just because a celebrity says something, that doesn't mean that the masses are just going to say, my favorite celebrity said it. Because they said it's true. No. And as you can see, it was a very small number of people actually out there protesting at the CDC. It's just a handful of people. And Nicki Minaj may have been the catalyst that got them outside actually physically protesting outside the CDC. But the small amount of people speaks for itself when it comes to this narrative of Nicki Minaj having all of this influence over people's decision making regarding their vaccine status. No, she does not have the power that the mainstream media is suggesting that she has. Just because you got a bunch of followers, that doesn't mean that people are gonna follow you everywhere you go. No, but I do like that Nicki Minaj is encouraging people to think for themselves. Something that the mainstream media is not encouraging. And that's something that we all have to pay attention to. We all have to look at the fact that the mainstream media does not want you to think for yourself. They want to tell you what to think and wait for your compliance. And I am all for people being skeptics and critics. That is something that is much needed in society. Otherwise, all we're going to have is a lot of forced compliance. So I am in support of Nicki Minaj's First Amendment rights, whether I agree or disagree with them. And she is not known for her medical expertise, so no one is trusting her over doctors. That is not what is happening, despite the mainstream media literally suggesting that. And before we end this video, make sure you hit the like, share, subscribe button, and thank you to our sponsor, A-Game, the all-natural herbal male solution that promotes strength, energy, vitality, and libido.
This is A-Game, fast-acting, long-lasting, with no side effects.
Enter discount code YOUNG10 at checkout to get 10% off your next order of A-Game. Link in the description box below. But I am curious what you guys think. Make sure you hit the like, share, subscribe button, and blessings to you.